Praise the Emperor! My lord, you don't know the relief it is to see you. You are the answer to a problem that has gone from insulting me to threatening the entire Empire.
You seem to have an inflated idea of your importance to the Empire.
My name is Gan Sakol. I'm a senior science officer here at Troida. Perhaps you've heard of my involvement in the Protactinian bomber design. No matter. It would only help you understand the sensitive nature of what I do, the secrets I'm privy to.
Let me guess, those secrets walked off with someone they shouldn't have?
Indeed. Though that's a kind way to describe high treason. But let me be direct. I am not the traitor. My wife is the one who betrayed first me, then our Empire.
Some elaboration is required.
I should never have brought Kalara to this forsaken backwater. I was so hopeful when she finally stopped complaining. But no, she found her own entertainment. His name is Harez Bant. He's a thug, clears the trash at the cantina in Sobrik. Imperial intelligence believes he's a spy, and I am certain beyond doubt that he's the one who has the design plans that disappeared from my bedroom drawer.
Why only Harez Bant? Kalara should pay too.
The plans must be recovered before Harez sells them to the Republic. He should be at the cantina now. I will gladly give you as great a reward as I can muster should you dispose of this refuse. Then I will deal with my wife.
These blasted Balmorrans have no idea what's good for them. They should have fallen to their knees in gratitude when we first offered to bring them into the glory of the Empire.
One way or another, we will bring them to their knees.
Well said, my lord. Perhaps you wouldn't mind assisting me with a small problem. Last week, those wretched rebels managed to reprogram the defense turrets around Sobrik to detect and target Imperial troops. The engineers I sent to fix them were massacred. My only hope is to find someone willing to brave both the rebels and the turrets themselves to repair them.
These rebels must learn they have no chance against the Empire.
Thank you. The turrets are scattered around the perimeter of the city and guarded well by rebel spies. You'll need to use this to neutralize their defenses, then upload this code to allow us to reprogram the proper targets. Those rebels will pay for their impertinence with their lives.
The turrets are ready for reprogramming.
Hail the Emperor! I owe you my thanks and far more. The Corps of Engineers will more than compensate you for your service. Now those rebels will see how lucky they are to be part of the glorious Empire.
I'm here. What do you need, Amber Captain? Hold on. How did you get in?
I can be very persuasive.
All right, I can take a hint. Listen, the people in that complex aren't of any consequence, and are certainly no threat to the Empire.
They have quite an escort for people of no military value. Try again.
I'm telling the truth. They're Force sensitives, and the law on Imperial planets is all Force sensitives must be trained as Sith. If you don't train, you're executed as a potential threat, but not everyone would make it as a Sith. Some people discover their sensitivity when they're too old, or they just don't have the will. So they go into hiding with us.
What would you do with these washouts?
What would anyone do? We take them to Republic planets, get them a job farming dirt or making hyperdrives or whatever. But the Emperor keeps making laws that say they have to die.
They do, and you're going to watch.
You are a monster. And we're going to hunt you down like one.
You're Tyrus's operative, correct? Good to see you alive.
Major? Yes, I'm here with your operative. He secured the tunnels. No, I contacted you immediately, sir.
He wants to know what was down there.
They were smuggling Force-sensitive youths off the planet. I killed as many as I could find.
Major Tyrus, bad news. It sounds like the Balmorrans are back in the prodigal Jedi business. Yes, sir. Probably one of Commander Hunn's projects. Yes, sir. Will do, sir. The Major praises you on your stunning victory and service to the Empire, and says we'll move a squad in to exterminate any survivors.
Trust me, that won't take long.
Yes, now that we know we don't want the cargo, we can roll in the gas and the bombs. There's not a finer sight in the galaxy than gassed rebels running out of a cave into the waiting blasters of your own battalion. Well, perhaps sunrises, but for those you have to wake up early.
Pipe down, Doormat. There's something going on outside. Trying to listen.
Oh, come on, Six. Throw me a bone. Who's this agent that's coming to interrogate me? At least answer me that, will ya? Fine, fine. Stay clamped. I don't care who it is, I ain't talking. Nobody's gonna get nothing out of me. Nothing! What? All right, I ain't proud. I give. My dad's an Imperial agent.
What did you say? Your dad is a what?
All I heard him say was, I'm ready to die.
Oh no.
This is a restricted area. What are you doing here? Who are you?
It's not a who. It's a what. It's a Sith.
He's going to need a new pair of pants.
Who cares what Doormat needs? You gave me enough time to get what I need.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Take a look behind yourself, Sith. That's what 2 squads of the Republic's finest look like.
You're about to see what 2 squads of the Republic's deadest look like.
Come on, men. Let's send this Sith home in a body bag.
Zix? Zix! Come on, talk to me, Zix. Get up, man.
You're a pathetic waste of human space.
You're right. You're right. I'm worthless. Please. Please, I know why you're here. The Republic's investigating my dad, and an agent's coming to put the screws to me. But I won't break. I promise. Let me live. My dad's secret is safe with me. I'm a rock.
You'd crack the minute someone looked at you funny. I just heard you confess to Zix.
Yeah, but he's dead now, so he can't tell anyone. My father's done so much for the Empire. Look, maybe the apple fell off the tree, kind of far from the tree, but it's still... Look, the apple's still... Look, I'm not exactly sure where I was going with that, but please don't kill me.
I'm putting you out of my misery.
But who will put me out of my misery?
Poor fool. Not sure we've ever come across anyone so useless.
Not everyone can be as talented as you, Vette.
A compliment. I'll take it. It smells awful in here. Let's move on, shall we?
I must be honest. Your success at the Satellite Control Station and Republic Crater Outpost has surprised me, my lord. I computed the likelihood of success as nearly negligible. In my assessment, however, I only considered the capabilities of a typical Sith. Clearly, you are not a typical Sith. I will adjust future calibrations to account for your unprecedented abilities.
If anything, you should overestimate my capabilities.
If you don't mind, I am going to attempt to be as accurate as possible. Lord Barris is pleased. He says it's time to zero in on your prime directive, and he awaits your contact. My barracks are yours. Activate the holocommunicator in the next room to speak with Lord Barris. The line is secure.
You have been most helpful.
I'll be right here if needed, my lord.
I hope you can see the smile on my face, apprentice. You are turning me into a true believer.
That pleases me, Master.
I'm sure you're impatient to complete your time on that little rock. With the satellite tower computer destroyed and Commander Rylon's son neutralized, my spy's tracks are covered. Now the only threat to Rylon ever being exposed is the man himself. It's time to end that threat. Permanently.
I'm going to wipe him off the face of this planet.
Ready and able. That's what makes you such a lethal and valuable asset. I've had him embedded within enemy ranks for decades. The extent of his contribution to the Empire's interests is unrivaled.
It's time to retire him. He served his purpose.
You took the words right out of my mouth, apprentice. The Jedi investigator must have no hard evidence that Rylon was killed to silence him. It must look like anything but a targeted execution. Annihilate everyone there.
There won't be a heart left beating.
See to that. I've summoned Lieutenant Quinn. He'll prepare you for your final task.
Your final target is the Balmorran arms factory. The Resistance forces recently captured it and made it their headquarters. An incursion into the arms factory will be a monumental feat. I'm excited by the prospect of you laying waste to that place.
We're on the same page, Lieutenant.
That will make us an unstoppable force, my lord. All right. The Republic Command Center is deep inside the arms factory, the most heavily protected installation on the planet. In order to reach Commander Rylon, you will have to make your way past all of the factory's defenses, which are considerable.
Give me a rundown on those defenses.
Unknown, my lord. But the Resistance will certainly have state-of-the-art security and attack droids. Stationed inside are an estimated 1,000 of the Republic's best-trained soldiers. Specifically, Rylon's elite squadron is responsible for some of the most precise, improbable Resistance victories on Balmorra. They're legendary.
Sounds like you admire them, Lieutenant.
I've marveled at their tactical exploits, that's all. It will be a bright day on Balmorra when they are eliminated. One final thing. The investigator that the Jedi sent has been concentrating her activity around the arms factory. I have her under minute-by-minute surveillance. If she becomes a problem, I'll contact you on your comlink.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm on top of it. I will be here to salute you when the Balmorran arms factory is a smoking husk, my lord.
Must have been imagining things, but I could have sworn I heard those generators go pop from here. Thank you, my lord. But it looks like the Resistance isn't done yet.
You'd think the Empire would have an easier time with a ragtag bunch of Resistance fighters.
Used to be we kept the Resistance in check in the wilds, but now they've started to get bolder. They're attacking Imperial holdings in the old Balmorran industrial area. We need to punish their boldness. Lieutenant Thorpe at Markaran Outpost has some ideas about how to put the Resistance back in their place.
Evening, sir. What can I offer to wet your throat and bring a smile to your lips?
A mug of your best. Then, tell me where to find Harry's Bunt.
Men were looking for him yesterday, too. Imperial intelligence. Whatever he did, I don't want to know. Harris! Leave the girls alone and get over here. Someone wants you.
And what does such a respected Sith want with Harris Bunt?
I'm here to kill you.
Now, we're all friends here. Just tell me what you want.
Give me the plans, and you go home with your head.
Okay.
You're talking about the package I snagged from the Sokol girl, right? Good looker, that one. But not much between the ears. Anyway, here they are. It's just some data disks. I don't even know what's on them.
I want names and locations on all your accomplices.
Talk to every bored wife in Sobrik.
Try not to bleed all over the discs.
Not in my cantina!
No!
You look satisfied. I hope it's because the wretched spy who stole my blaster designs lies dead on his own floor.
He died for insulting the laws of our empire.
A far more worthy reason than any other crime. But what of Kalara? Did you question him as to her role in this affair?
Without her help, would he even have known what to take?
Yes. I can no longer deny Kalara's role in this. If you haven't tired of my sordid tale, perhaps you could undertake one more task.
I have to hear more about it first.
If the authorities learned of Kalara's folly, it would ruin the good name of this office, shut us down for months of investigation. All the while, the Resistance would be gaining strength.
The penalty for aiding a spy is death.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this. I have been considering how best to end this disaster. It should be quiet, quick, something that can be blamed on the rebels, no questions asked.
I've got a talent for that.
Let me call Kalara. I will tell her you are to escort her to my colleague Garboza at the Imperial outpost. The route has many isolated spots, suitable for rebel ambush.
Oh, is it time?
My dear, this is the bodyguard I've asked to bring you to the outpost. Garboza asked me to thank you for your assistance at such short notice.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
He will meet you at the transit point. Wait for him there.
I love you too.
Go then. When you find yourselves alone, you can put an end to her treason. And my marriage.
You can count on my discretion.
Just be kind about it. I loved her once. It is best our names not be linked after this. When the deed is done, go to Officer Garboza at the outpost. He'll have your reward. You need not say what it's for.
Why are you looking around so much? Like that? It's like you're looking for someone. Are you expecting an attack? Why did Gunn send an armed escort when I'm just going to the outpost?
What was the nature of your relationship to the Republic spy?
Republic spy? What are you talking about?
Are you denying you slept with Harris Bunt?
Good grief, is this about Harris? Yes, I slept with him, and the slime never even picked up a comlink after that. Is Gunn such a baby that he'd frame me for treason because I slept around? Treason? Seriously? Tell Gunn that Harris is a jerk and I've broken it off. If he had the guts, he would ask me himself.
Your boyfriend has known connections to Republic intelligence.
I don't know anything about that. The guy told me he was a pilot. Look, can't you just talk to him or something? He wouldn't really kill me for this, would he?
Your selfishness aided our enemies. You get no mercy.
You're going to kill me for this? For this? No!
Well, if it isn't the best paid engineering consultant on Balmorra. Oh, my lord, I didn't realize. I mean, no one told me you'd be Sith. My apologies for the familiarity. But if you don't mind me asking, what is someone like you doing working for Officer Sakol?
Just transfer the credits and don't ask things you don't want to know.
Don't ask about things that could get Officer Sakol in trouble, you mean? Because that's definitely something I want to know. I could add a little something on top of this, for information that lets me pass Officer Sakol at the next evaluation. Call it a tip. 15%.
Officer Sakol hired me to kill his wife and her rebel boyfriend.
Pretty little Kalara had Republic leanings, hmm? Oh, that is not going to look good to the clearance board at all. Thank you. Next time you see me, I may be working Troider instead of this bit.
I hear your exploits with Lieutenant Davril went well. I hope you didn't find him crass, my lord. Unlike my esteemed colleague, I do not base my mission's success on the decibel level of the explosions. Breaking the spirits of a resistance movement is like cooking a fine meal.
So, what are the ingredients for this mission?
The resistance has the people's backing. We must crush the spirits of the people to crush the resistance. No doubt Lieutenant Davril told you that they've brought in cyborg mercenaries from off-world, using an experimental new drop technology to land them on the planet. These cyborgs are killing our soldiers left and right.
They have not met the fury of the Sith.
Delightful. I believe we can catch them by surprise at this location. But here's the key. I want to send the Balmorran people a clear message. We collect the technology the cyborgs use to drop onto Balmorra and use it against them. Kill the cyborgs, collect the technology. What do you think?
You have a devious mind.
Bring me the cyborg technology, and I think the Balmorran people will get our message loud and clear.
Help me! You there? Yes, you, please! My comrade took severe damage while engaging the enemy. Please, we have to repair him!
Do not waste the time of an organic. The damage to my motivator exceeds reasonable repair. Continue our assigned task alone.
I cannot just leave you out here. I will return you to headquarters fully operational, brother. I have to.
I didn't realize the droids could have such strong emotions.
This is my counterpart, my comrade. I cannot just leave him in this war zone to face destruction alone. I have to save him.
Unit B6NX carries experimental emotional programming, which may be the cause of his current malfunction.
Camaraderie and compassion increase unit cohesion, thereby increasing combat effectiveness by a factor of 5.
The observed result is that your programming prevents you from ignoring my damage and carrying out mission priorities. A clear flaw.
Don't listen to him. This single-use pass card will open a hidden supply locker in the nearby junkyard. You can retrieve a new motivator, and we can repair my comrade.
Using our assigned pass card in order to repair me is a waste, 6NX. If the organics wish to help, they should use the card to retrieve a data spike to counteract your flawed emotional programming.
I could spare some time to get you back to your duties.
I am incapable of engaging enemy soldiers, whereas Unit B6NX only chooses not to. Repairing his faulty programming is the most expedient solution.
Engaging those resistance fighters would have subjected you to further risk of damage. I couldn't take that chance. Please, take this card and retrieve the motivator to repair my friend. Please, I can even reward your help. I know the location of another supply cache, one that isn't locked. Its contents will surely be useful to you.
Bribery. Refusal to carry out programmed directives. My counterpart's malfunctions are obvious. Please retrieve a data spike to correct him.
Your counterpart definitely needs to be reprogrammed. Where can I find what we need?
You should be able to find the necessary data spike in the nearby junkyard. Use the pass card that 6NX gave you to retrieve it from its locked case.
But my comrade, he needs help. He needs a motivator.
My lord, you're Darth Barris's apprentice, right? Got orders from the planetary governor to find you. You're needed at this war conference, Priority Alpha 1.
Why does the Balmorran governor need me?
The Dark Council sent an emissary, big-time Sith Lord, to personally review the status of the Balmorran occupation. This conference will determine the next stage of the ground campaign. Whole war's about to be decided, and the governor wants your expertise.
This emissary of the Dark Council, what do we know about him?
Sith politics aren't my business. One of Darth Marr's servants is what I hear, but don't know anything else. Assigning black level clearance. No one will cause you trouble. Be quick though. They're starting any minute.
Do you know the worst part, Governor?
I didn't.
Exactly. You didn't even own up to your mistakes. That's why the Dark Council gave this planet to me.
Please.
Watch and enjoy. I'm Darth Lacris, and I've been tasked with cleansing Balmorra. I'm glad you came. More Sith can only bring much-needed dignity.
Darth Lacris, it's time this planet met the rulers of the Empire.
Quite so. You're here because I asked the governor to bring me his best. Balmorra has a problem.
My friends in the Resistance, I won't take much time. The Empire says it owns Balmorra. The Republic says it's yours. We're gone. But you and I know Balmorra's won with sweat and tears, and my boys will stand by your side until everyone knows it.
Grand Marshal Jaquetta, formerly of the Republic Army. Officially, he and his troops went rogue after the Republic withdrew from this sector. Ever since, they've been holed up under siege, aiding the Resistance and fortifying their position. You may have met their scouting parties already.
Is there anyone on Balmorra who isn't fighting the Empire?
Now you understand my displeasure with the previous administration. Jaquetta and the Resistance are based in the Balmorran Arms Factory, home of the brightest engineers in the galaxy. I'm told the factory's generators are inexhaustible, its defenses cutting edge, its barricades block our scans, giving the Resistance peace and privacy.
No fortress is invincible. There must be a structural vulnerability, potential traitors in the ranks.
If the governor had done his job, we'd know. But there's no time anymore. Jaquetta may have officially gone rogue, but the Republic still supports him. They fund his revolution from the shadows, make supply drops in secret. Those Republic hypocrites want the arms factory as a beachhead, and as Balmorra's new governor, I say we take it before they mount a full invasion.
I will burn our enemy's fortress to the ground, I swear it.
Obliterate the factory defenses, lower the barricades that block our scans, and I'll have an army at your back. And if you can, bring me proof of Republic involvement on Balmorra. We'll expose their lies on a galactic stage.
Word has it, the former Balmorran Minister of Defense, Vol Argon, got wind of your work destroying the generators at Nibre warehouse. He's furious. I can't wait to hear his reaction when we attack him with his own cyborg's gear. Perfect.
Maybe he'll decide to come here and fight, so I can kill him.
We'll do our utmost to provoke him. To reach the Resistance's main base, we need to push through the Gorinth wilds. But the Resistance have repelled all Imperial offensives with guerrilla attacks from this untamed and largely uncharted area. A Balmorran defector, Cavil Aren, has agreed to help us clear out the wilds and carve a path to the Resistance's base. He's at the Gorinth Imperial outpost.
My lord, my respects. How do you like Balmorra so far? Doesn't seem like much, does it?
I thought this was an Imperial operation.
I thought the Lieutenant would have told you. I'm Balmorran, but I'm also a businessman. Patriotism is bad for business. So is death, but only to a point. Resistance stealth troops have been infiltrating Imperial outposts, making quick strikes and leaving no trace. The Empire says they can't be beaten. I say they can.
What's so scary about them?
You don't see them until they kill you. That's what they say. But I built the tech they use to keep hidden. There are camps in the Gorinth wilds, but they've surrounded it with mines to keep strangers out. Watch your step, and you can use this device to detect the stealth fighters. They're fast, though. If I may offer advice, strike quick and hard. No more surprise attacks. Good. Captain Rigel is on Holo. He wants a word with you.
My lord, allow me to express my deepest pleasure at working with you. Operation Breaking Point has been far more successful than I ever could have imagined. Word is the former Balmorran Minister of Defense, Von Argen, might come down to Balmorra. He's playing right into our hands.
I hope he does show up. I'll kill him.
I hope so too. Now that the wilds are secured, we're ready for the final push. Colonel Vrain, head of the Imperial Conquest Consolidation Corps, has come to oversee the action. He's at the Sundari outpost, in striking distance of the Resistance's main base. It's now or never.
You're one of the Sith, aren't you? Please, I need someone with high security clearance for a vital retrieval mission. The Republic raided one of our research posts. A ship escaped with stolen plans for a brand new walker design. Luckily, our gunners just brought the ship down. I need someone trustworthy, to check the crash site and retrieve those plans.
We Sith know the value of discretion.
Oh, good. Good. Intelligence is up in arms over this. This is the route to the crash site. Oh, if there are any survivors, kill on sight. Take the plans to Agent Nianla. She'll get them to safety. Thanks. It was a stroke of luck meeting you.